Pete's here from Popternative, live from Cinepax Studios. We are filming the Popternative Pictures Vesperia Films co-production Adjoining short horror film. We are here with Brenna D'Amico, who plays Millie, but is also a producer here. Thank you so much, and thank you for being here, first off.
Oh my goodness, thank you. I have wanted to produce for so long, and as soon as you sent me that text, I was like, yes, please. And I'm so excited to play Millie. I mean, she's the most fun ever.
I know, there's a lot. It's 6 pages, but there's a lot in this 6 pages.
There is a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot that goes on, and I think people are going to really enjoy all the twists and turns, and also just I think we touch like every single emotion in this short film.
Absolutely. You get to work with your friend Carter Glade on this. And what are those kind of conversations like before going and filming some of the scenes? Because we don't want to go into big spoilers, but
sure,
there's a lot of different scenes that you guys have to film specifically for this.
Absolutely. Well, I think one of the reasons why he definitely popped up in my mind to play my opposite, Mr. Ben, was because usually us actors do not get a lot of time to create that chemistry. Like, we've known each other for years. Sometimes we're just thrown on a set and we're, told you guys are best friends, you guys are lovers, you guys are partners, whatever. And I was like, I really want to take advantage of this time with this short film. And so me and Carter have been friends for years, and we're so comfortable with each other, and I really trust him. So it's so comforting knowing that we got each other's backs,
Absolutely. I think it can be kind of deceiving too, because it is 6 pages and it's a short, but I just wanted to kind of know, and you can answer this specifically with your stuff, with Millie's stuff. What has the pace been like for you filming Adjoining here at Cinepax Studios?
That is a great question. It's definitely going a lot faster than I thought it would. Maybe that's just because I'm having fun and time flies when you're having fun. But it's quick. And I think because we're so in it, and we're having all these crazy things happen, it feels like our resets are pretty quick as well, because we want to stay there.
Absolutely. It's an exciting time for the horror genre right now, horror movies. I know this is a genre that, you wanted to kind of work in a lot. You know what I mean? What is it like finally being able to kind of dive into that world?
It is very fun. And I love that I was lucky enough and able to see so many behind the scenes aspect of it. Our talks and going through the shot list and looking at all that.
The wardrobe.
And because that plays such a big part in horror movies. It really does. And I think it just gives me a little bit more of a deeper dive into the behind the scenes and what it's really about, and all the little technicalities that a lot of us actors just don't get a chance to see.
I don't want to say much, but everyone, she is so good at this. She is so good as Millie.
Thank you.
It is so exciting. When you read something, there's going to be a lot of kind of questions. What are you kind of asking in regards to your character, but also about kind of the whole story? Or is there one that kind of you focus on more? Like, are you focused on your character? Do you want to kind of know what's going on as a whole? Like, what's that?
I definitely think I focus more on story, because that drives who I'm playing. Obviously there's little quirks and kinks and things that I want to work out, and those little special traits that you want to give your people, but that comes after the fact. So I definitely ride story a lot more and let that drive my decisions.
It's all kind of different in regards to the kind of the genres and everything. People know you from the Descendants movies on Disney Channel. How separate are all those kind of journeys from a kind of preparation perspective? Are there some things though that maybe you take from Descendants to Adjoining specifically, or are they kind of really separate?
I feel like every single time I've played a role, it looks very different for me. Obviously I do, the exploration and the absorption and my little techniques that I have in my toolbox that work for me as an actor. But every single time the questions have been always so different. I think because I've played such different characters every single time, and I love that. Yep. But I feel like for horror, it's less about asking what I want and what needs to be fed to the story for it to make sense and all come together, because we need to have little looks be Easter eggs and little things that were said in a certain way to be like, oh my gosh. So it's different, but it's way more exciting. And I know then you fall into the trap of I don't want to plan anything, but sometimes those are the best moments.
Yeah, absolutely. We have such an amazing cast and crew here.
We do.
It's so great. Everyone's been awesome. We're really lucky to have you. And I don't want to say much about a character because in the movie, because it's crazy, but eventually you will all see Brenna as Millie in Adjoining. Thank you so much. You were
Thank you so
awesome.
much.
And thank
You're
you
the
for coming
best. I
on
love
board
you.
as a producer. It's
Oh,
awesome.
thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.